and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Good morning. All or nothing, right? Good morning. Welcome to Everett Unity. Let's start our time together today with a reading from the Daily Word. Sunday, April 7th. We delight in the glorious colors, fragrances, and arrangements of plants in a garden. We celebrate the imagination, the meticulous planning, and the diligent work that transformed a patch of ground, some seeds, water, and fertilizer into a beautiful, life-filled space. We recognize the role of divine order in the creation of this garden, expressing through everyone who worked to bring it into being. It began as an idea in divine mind. Someone received the idea. Cooperating minds developed a plan. Willing hands prepared soil, planted seeds, then watered and tended the growing plants. Our spiritual vision perceives divine order, the eternal dance of mind, idea, and manifestation expressing everywhere. The scripture today from Genesis chapter 1, verse 31. God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. Our opening statement today, I see divine order expressing everywhere. You'll find that inside your bulletin. Let's say that together. I see divine order expressing everywhere. Ireland's going to lead us in a song from our Melodies from the Heart songbook, song number 14. When you find that song in the book, stand as you're able, and we will sing together.
The greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. The greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. I want to know you more. I want to know you more. The greatest thing in all my
Well, good morning and welcome again to Everett Unity. I'd like to introduce you to the people who are most visibly serving you today. You were greeted by our ushers, Chris and Skeet. Our social hour is being hosted by Mary. Josh and Terry are providing audio-video support for us. You've met our musicians already, Terry and Ireland. Orion is down in Children's Church helping Angie with our children. My name is Cindy, and if it is the first Sunday in April, it is Reverend Joanna Gabriel. Welcome, Joanna. I went to the Everett Film Festival yesterday with a couple of gals from the church, and we were talking about, oh my gosh, it's already April. That means Joanna's coming, and we were laughing about how having her come at the first of the month just makes the year feel like it's flying by. Joanna's here again. It's another month, another month, another month. And I'm going to call you out, Therese. She said, pretty soon it'll be August, and then it will be Christmas. And then I made her go sit at a different table. No. I'd like to remind you, if you brought your cell phone in, please turn it off so we can have a nice quiet service here, meditation here in a moment. And I'd like to call your attention also to the new bulletin that you received. It's full of information about what's happening at the church. You'll find the opening statement for every Sunday. You'll find our speaker and musician schedule in there. You'll also find the April activities. The one thing I'd like to call your special attention to is on Sunday, April 21st, Reverend Janet Lee Craft will be back here. She'll be speaking at the Sunday morning service, and then in the afternoon she'll be doing a 21 Strategies for Relaxation and Stress Management workshop down in the social hall. And if any of you have heard Janet speak, if you have been to any of her workshops, it is well worth setting aside some time in your afternoon to come back after lunch and join her for that workshop. She's really a great presenter, and we really enjoy having her here. I'd like to remind those of you who volunteered to help for the plant sale. Remember, that's going to be on Saturday, May 4th. We have quite the committee pulled together. A lot of people are doing a lot of things. I thank you in advance. I think it's going to be so much fun. But we do want to remind you, if you volunteered to Amber Alert. Yeah, I know. I mean, even when your phone is turned off, an Amber Alert comes through, doesn't it? Well, I didn't know that, but I'm just finding that out. I think that is true. Surprise. Anyway, if you have volunteered, or would like something to do to help for the plant sale, we need some people to go out to some of the local nurseries, maybe the nursery you shop at, one of the stores that you shop at, and get donations for the plant sale. So if you are interested in that or would like more information, there's a sign-up table downstairs, just right outside right by the back door to the to the storeroom there. Also, if you want to sign up to help with something specific, there's a sign-up sheet right there too. So if you have any more questions, I am probably not the person to ask because I don't know that much about what's happening, but Yvonne, who is spearheading that, will be back in a couple of weeks from her vacation, so stay tuned for more. I also would like to find out who has a sticker in their program this morning. Somebody in the audience has a sticker in their program. You do? Oh, wonderful. Well, in honor of our upcoming plant sale, we're giving away a book called It's All God, The Flowers and the Fertilizer. So you are the proud owner of this book, and I'd just like to say, if it's something you enjoy, maybe you can read it and pass it on to someone else who will enjoy it. Come see me after the service, and I'll make sure you get that. So, okay, well, let's sing together again. Same songbook, Melodies from the Heart, song number 6, Stand As You Are Able, and we'll sing again.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give up my heart. my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision right here and now.
All right, let's settle in now and get ready for meditation.
Good morning. It's April. And we march along. And I'm so happy to get to do that with you all. I feel really blessed that the beginning of each month I get to share with all of you. It feels really good, and I feel really gifted. Thank you. Yeah. So it is April. We've been singing, we've been thinking about it, we've been talking about plants and gardens and things coming alive, and let's just take a moment to just breathe. And if it feels comfortable, close your eyes and just feel yourself being supported right where you are, with your feet on the floor, your bottom on the seat, knowing that you are being held in this moment. In each moment, but this particular one, we're paying attention to how we are held, how we are embraced, how we are supported in this moment, in each moment of now. And this is always true. And as we relax into this moment, letting go of whatever it is we had to do to get here this morning and whatever it is we have to do when we leave. We're here now together. And we relax. Breathing and allowing. Breathing and allowing. And as the daily word reminded us of being gardeners, I'm going to invite you to bring to your mind's eye the tulip that you are. You as a tulip. What does it look like? What color is it? Is it tall and regal and elegant? Is it short, close to the ground? Is it a bright color or a pastel? You as a tulip. And when we think of all the tulips directly north of us in Mount Vernon, Skagit Valley, where there's quite a few of them at this point, you right here as this magnificent tulip, part of the whole and unique at the same time. And what does your tulip need right now? Does it need a little watering? A little weeding? A little loosening of the soil? Tending? Admiring. What an amazingly beautiful tulip you are. And now you as a cherry tree in full bloom. And is it pink or white? Is it tall or cascading down? And then you, as a spring sunrise, have you seen one this year? Magnificent. Or a spring sunset. You as a spring sunset. It's getting later, isn't it? Dear ones, you are part of the magnificence of spring, of all that is coming alive, of all that is starting a new cycle, a new beginning, birthing, beginning again, hopeful, expectant, anticipating, making room. What in you needs tending? What in you needs the soil loosened a little bit? A little weeding, some water, maybe some food, some sunlight. Some moon gazing. As we move into this time of spring, fully into it now, we can use it to remind us of what is beginning again inside our own hearts. And what is calling us, what is inviting us to come forth. What can we let go of now to make room for the next step, for the next sunrise and sunset? This amazing season is blossoming all around us and is here for us to remind us of the life that's here, the life that is you. Inviting us to awaken, to come forth, to resurrect, to begin again. And as you breathe, you may think of someone whose spring may not be easy this year for whatever reason, for whatever's going on. And a lot of people have a lot going on. And think of that person, with it, whatever the circumstances are, see them as their tulip, full, standing tall, regal, with all it needs, all the tending it needs. To be who it truly is in the midst of whatever's going on. Because we're all one, we can hold that space for this dear one. And if you want to, feel free to say their name aloud so that we might hold them with you. Mike. Catherine. Lorraine. For all these dear ones in our garden of life, and for all our brothers and sisters in this community, in the Northwest, in our country, in our world, on this planet. Look at our planet and impose on top of the planet those rows and rows of vibrant colored tulips. As far as the eye can see, brilliant, vibrant, standing tall. We are one. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Amen. How sweet is that? We all should go through life just hearing Terry playing and Ireland singing, "Love is Who I Am," don't you think? I mean, how good, wouldn't that work? Thank you, guys. Beautiful. Okay, so this month it is love, if you didn't get that already. We're about love today, this month, and love. Very often, when we think of love, we think of hearts and romance, which is all sweet and wonderful and nice and great, and that's not what we're talking about today. So we'll just have to put the hearts down next to us for a little while we talk about something else. I read this recently. Love is the most powerful energy in creation. Love is not an emotion. Love is the life force. Love is the energy and vitality that keeps you alive. It is the vibration, the power that animates all life in the universe. Most people do not understand love this way. So we're telling you the secret of love, the divine secret. I've been, as you may know, I think I've mentioned this before, I've been studying Eric Butterworth's work a little bit, and he speaks about this quite directly, as Eric always does, speak pretty directly. And he says, when you've been conditioned to believe that we come into life empty and we go forth into the world to be filled, we're empty creatures. We have nothing. We're born helpless and hopeless, and yet our lives are molded and shaped by what our parents do to us, what the schools do to us, what life does to us, and how society influences us. We go to school to get knowledge. We go to church to get religion. We go out into the marketplace to get money and to make our fame and fortune. And we look to special people for love. In this commonplace viewpoint, love is a needed commodity, and it is so important to us. It's vital that we find somebody to give us love. And if we find that one, then we have love to give. But if we don't find people that give us love, then we are empty and devoid of love, and that's what's wrong with our lives. Love comes naturally to us when we find the right person to love or to be loved by. This is the way our reasoning goes about the consciousness of love, and it's all erroneous. That isn't what love is at all. Life for most people is a long quest for love. We're always looking for love here and there and everywhere, in experiences, in relationships. Oh, someday I'm going to find my love. Across the crowded room, love comes into my life. Oh, be still my heart. Life becomes a quest for objects of love. And in human consciousness, I'm sure we all realize that this is where we are much of the time. Love is an inner power, not an object. Intuitively, within ourselves, we know that love is an inner power, not an object. That our need is not to be loved, our need is to love. Within every person, there's a hunger and a thirst to express love, to radiate love, to get ourselves in tune with the cosmic flow at the root of our being, to simply plug in, to turn the lights on, and to express out of the overflow of this inner love and a lovingness towards life. We have a hunger for this, but we don't understand the process. So instead, we're out looking for it in someone else, while all the time it's within us. How much of your life have you spent lonely? Got really quiet in here. We need to redefine this thing called love, or rather undefine. to get it out of the terms of definitions. We've accepted the biblical statement, God is love, as if love were a commodity that God has. So God gives it to us, and then we have it, and we pass it along to other people. Sounds like COVID. Actually, it is more a description of what God is than what God does. God is love is expressed much in the same way as God is life. God is intelligence. God is power. God is love. You see, these are simply abstract generalizations until we know what else God is. God is me. Does that surprise you a little bit? Whatever else God is me. I am the activity of God expressing itself as me. God is life, and I am life manifesting as my body temple. God is intelligence, and I am that intelligence in the form of the wisdom of my mind. God is power, and I am that power in the form of my strength and my creativity, my ability to form and shape and build. God is love, and I am that loving expression in and through and as my loving heart. Love is all there is. We came in with it. We are it, and we will go out with it. And while we're here, as you might have noticed, we've gotten confused. We have forgotten the truth of who we are as love and expression. And that's why we make such big messes, dear ones. Because we're acting outside of that truth of us. It's almost like if I had an image, I asked for an image, and what I got was a big shower head, one of those big, what do they call those, rain showers or something like that are kind of big and round, and they come, and the water comes down, and it's like the water is constantly on, and it's always warm. Interestingly, you never run out of the warm water. And we're standing out here. And here's the shower head, and we're standing out here. And it's the water's coming, and it's coming, and it's coming, and it's coming, and we're standing outside, dry and cold, and wondering, where's the water? How come I'm not getting clean? What's happening? There's no shower. There's no water. There's no God. There's no love. Look at me. I'm totally dry. And this action right here, this is choice, isn't it? You can stand out here your whole life if you want. You'll probably get kind of smelly. But this is choice. And now the love, the truth of me, is raining down. Now, was it with me out here? Inside of me? Yes, it has to be. It can't be not inside of me, because that's what we are. Just like the tulip we were looking at in our meditation, it can't not be a tulip. No way that it's not a tulip. It's a tulip, right? What color was yours? Purple, pink? Yeah. Did any of you have one of those, I think they call them parrot tulips, that are kind of fuzzy on the top? Yeah. Each one unique and beautiful. There's no two exactly the same. There's no two of us exactly the same. Dear ones, we talk every time about what's going on out there and what we can do about it. And so my job here is to remind us every month, to start the month out remembering that we are love. that we don't require another being to be love. If we never saw another human in this life, we would still be love. So am I saying we shouldn't have other people? No. All the other people are the mirrors of that love that is me. And as I claim that and know that and live from that place, there's more and more opportunities that show up in front of me to remind me of that which is in here. Does that make sense? Is that your experience? When I'm sitting around feeling lonely, oh, what's that thing? What's the little thing you sing when you were a kid? No one likes me. Everybody hates me. I'm going to eat a worm. Remember that? Well, you don't remember that? Well, that's okay. Many of us do remember it, and we're all one. That sense of feeling alone, and I know you've been there. Come on, I know you have. The feeling, oh, I'm so tired of being alone. And when I spend time in that space, nobody shows up. Why? Because what am I reflecting, having reflected back to me? I'm all alone. Right? That's all you can do, right? It's not that it's me, it's my fault, I'm not lovable, none of that. It's that what I'm holding is true. I am alone. What's going to get reflected to me back? Alone. Because what is the only answer that the universe has? Thank you. You remember, we haven't had that one for a while. Thank you. That's the only answer it has, is yes. Expansive universe, all it's got is yes. Nothing else, yes. And so if what you're holding is true, is I'm all alone, the universe says, yes. I'm poor. The universe says, yes. What else could it say? All it's got is yes. And so when Eric Butterworth helps us to get straight focused on what love really is, it isn't about who's out there. It's about what's in here that we're connected to, that we're allowing, that we're stepping into as we're stepping under the shower, to allow ourselves to experience the fullness of the love that we are. And as we do that in its myriad of ways that it will show up, the universe says, okay. It's not a mystery, my friends. It's not. And we have full control of what's going on by what we're holding as true while we're doing it. Questions or comments? Yeah.
The universe says yes because the Holy Child of God is asking.
Because the Holy Child of God is asking. What else would it possibly say to the Holy Child of God? Good point. Yes. And so the opportunity that we have, why do we conscious beings come and sit here on Sunday morning besides the music's pretty good? is to remind each other of this truth of us so that we will remember to operate from this awareness when we wake up in the morning and through the entire day. And what difference does that make? It's going to make a whole lot of difference in our own lives, and it's going to shift the collective. In Conversations with God, you know those books, Conversations with God? God says the tipping point is 2 to 5%. Well, that's not very much. 2 to 5% is not very much. And so if 2 to 5% of the whole starts remembering the truth of who we are and living from the truth of who we are as love and not waiting for it to somehow show up out there, and if it doesn't, we're not okay, to understand that it's from in here. If 2 to 5% of us begin doing that every day, moment to moment, what do you think is going to happen in this world? More love. And why do we know? Why is this not just a pie in the sky Pollyanna idea? Because it's the truth of who we are. Always was, always will be. The problem is a whole lot of us are not living from that space. And that's how we can kill one another and destroy things and starve people and do the things that we do. Right? But as you and I begin to build that 2 to 5%, it will make all the difference. That 2 to 5%, that when it reaches that point, it tips. And it's a new day. And the part of us that goes, well, I don't know, that sounds awfully simple, Joanna. I don't think about that. I don't know. It's the truth of who we are, dear ones, on the bottom line. That's the bottom line. It's the truth of everyone you see who is destroying, bombing, killing, politicking, whatever they're doing. Them too. Yeah. I'm not kidding. Yeah, them too. It's the bottom line of all of us. It's just a matter of stepping into the shower. A whole lot of folks are living outside of that rain of truth, rain of love. And as you and I step in, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. It doesn't happen alone. We're all one. We're building that 2 to 5%. Does that feel good? Does that make sense? Does that ring true in your heart? Okay, my work is done. Dear ones, I'm going to have to leave you as soon as I'm done here because a very, very dear friend of mine has made her transition, and I'm doing her memorial service at 2 o'clock on the island. And so I have to get back over there. And so Cindy has very generously offered to let me go at this point, if you don't mind. So I'm not just yes, unshackle me. No, thank you for your generous spirit in letting me do that. And I'm taking you all with me because the love that you are lifts me and buoys me, and I will take that and share it with all those people who are going to be there who are very sad. And so, this family, I will take and share with that family, and we'll be one bigger family. And I'm grateful for the opportunity. Much love and light. Have a great April. I'll be back at the beginning of May. And I think it's right like at the beginning, like, is it May 1st or something? What doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll be here. Much love and blessings. So, what does the universe say? Yes. All right, much love.
Well, Joanna, we are glad to be a small part of Cynthia's service because she sounds like a wonderful person, part of who made you such a wonderful person. Thank you very much. I was reading in preparing for the month of April from, oh gosh, I had the name of the book and now it's gone, talking about love and the metaphysical meaning of love and the power of love. And research that found years and years and years ago, when we had one of the major military actions that left a lot of children orphaned, and they were in the orphanages, and they were looking at the research of what happens to children in that situation. And they said they always think that part of the psychic hurt of these children is that they didn't have anyone to love them. But what they have learned in studying it further, more damaging to these children, is that they don't have anybody to love. Holy smokes. That was really powerful to me, that was so debilitating to these children who have this love to give. They come in with it, like Joanna said. We know it. We've all been around these babies. They bring it in by the bushel-full, and they didn't have anyone to give it to, and they found that had a longer-term impact on them than the lack of love they received. Wow. Whew. All right, well, let's sing about love again. Song number 63. That's in your Melodies from the Heart songbook. Stand as you are able, and we'll sing together again. I don't know why I'm lowering them.
We come together to behold the power of love, the power of life. We come together to behold. We are divine. Lift up our hands, lift up our hearts, lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. We come together to behold the power of love, power of light. We come together to behold. We are divine. Lift up our hands, lift up our hearts, lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. One more time. We come together to behold the power of love, power of light. We come together to behold. We are divine. Lift up our hands, lift up our hearts, lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face.
Well, now it's time to bless our offering and thank our Creator for the many blessings that we have been given and to affirm our gratitude. So let's start by affirming the truth about ourselves. And this is how it goes. My name is, and you use your name, and I am prosperous, always and in all ways. So let's say that together. My name is, and I am prosperous, always and in all ways. So let's take our offering now. You can hold it next to your heart, literally or figuratively. Think about the love with which you send this gift out into the community. It came to you, it comes through you, it comes into this church, it goes out of this church. the cycle of prosperity, and the divine love that goes with it. Let's bless our offering together. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I share, and all that I receive. Thank you, Father, Mother, God. Amen.
Something great is happening, love is taking hold and it won't let go of me now. Something here is calling us forward, upward motion with drops in one ocean. Roll on. Will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live the dream of your highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's the moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Oh, oh. Every day's a chance you can do something amazing to feel your passion blazing and shine. Paint with every vision and dance in new directions. Explode to new heights in your mind. I will rise up with you today. Lift up my voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live the dream of your highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Ooh, oh, one dream, one voice, one heart, one world. One dream, one voice, one heart, one world. Stand together. Live the dream of your highest calling. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. All right. Live the dream of your highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's the moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Let's stand together now. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Let's stand together now. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Everybody, let's stand together. Let's stand together now.
All right, let's just take a moment and bless our offering express our gratitude and our thanks for being in community together, for having these blessings, and having the opportunity to take the love that we have and share it with others. Thank you and amen. If you would like prayer support, our ushers have a little card that could give you the information to contact Silent Unity. I know sometimes you're wishing you had somebody to talk to in the middle of the night, and Silent Unity is always there. If you've never had an opportunity to call them, I would encourage you. They are great prayers. If you have a few moments today, let's go downstairs and we'll share a social hour together, have coffee and treat and visit. Catch up with I never like to say old friend, but a longer time friend, or maybe make a new friend. How's that sound? So let's circle around the room now. We'll welcome our children in. Our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.